Yo, welcome back to the channel everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's Oscar and back again with some more videos. Today's gonna kind of be an interesting one. I want to talk about primarily kind of like new China chips, as I did recently get, that was yesterday, I got one new China chip that I've been searching for quite some time. And then I was doing a little bit of digging on ChipGuide's website as far as the order cards go. And I happened to see that there is an order card for $25 chips. Now, we'll talk about that in just 1 second, but this is the new China chip that I got yesterday. Let me just get it out of the airtight. It's going to be this 10 center. There we go. So, as we know, there's two different 10 centers. And this one, if I remember correctly, this one was a little bit of the harder one to find. I'll put a little bit of a bigger a better picture of it on the screen. But yeah, it just happened to pop up yesterday. It wasn't on eBay, it wasn't online anywhere. It was actually in person, which was really interesting. And yeah. It was a little bit dirtier than what it is now, but I did go ahead and clean it. Obviously, I clean majority of the chips I have, make them look kind of brand new and shiny, and I like clean stuff, so I went ahead and cleaned it. But the thing that I want to kind of talk about as far as that goes, from my knowledge, if we look at the screen here, let me pull this over here. There is just this 10 center posted on the chipboard. Now there is actually another variation that's on eBay. It'll be here. So this one is on eBay, listed at $400. But the interesting thing about this one is this backside die. It's different than the one I just showed you, and it's different than this one, the same one that's on ChipGuide. So there are actually two variations of the new China 10 center. Like I said, I didn't know that until yesterday when I kind of started looking into this. But same, from my understanding, it's the same color, just the backside 10 cent die is different. So go ahead and look at this. Not posted on here. This is the TR King order card, originally from 1956, and obviously they kept adding to it as more chips were ordered. Shows this one shows the same stamp that I have, so the more, I guess we could say, the more bold stamp. There is this die that has the, I guess we could say, the more hollowed stamp. It says there was 500 of them originally created in 52. And then in 53 and 59, another 4,500 of those were ordered. So the total of about, let's say, what shows here, there's 5,000, so 50 racks of those made. And the one that I have, there are 5,500. So this one there seems to be a little bit more of them as far as what ChipGuide says. Now, from my knowledge, I'm not sure how many 10 centers like this are in the world. I've only seen, I think, 1 or 2 actually in person. So, they are pretty rare. Like I said, I've only seen 1 or 2 in person. So, the amount of them that are in the world is kind of unknown. But, like with chips and stuff go, as far as, let's say, something back from 56, it's hard to say how many of them are actually in the world and how many are kind of known to exist, because we can say there's 5,500 of these 10 centers, but there might only be a handful of them out in the world, kind of with collectors and stuff like that. So could someone be holding on to racks? Sure, there's always a possibility that there's, let's say, 5 racks sitting in someone's basement, or let's say locked up in a safe. But you know, the possibilities are out there. So that's kind of my gist of the 10 center. Now the other thing that I wanted to talk about was the 25. New China Club 25. If we go here on ChipGuide, there's the 25 center. And then it obviously goes 1s, 5s, skips at 25. There isn't a section here for the 25, but there's the 100. and from my knowledge, the 100 was some crazy price. I have it somewhere in an email, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But it is expensive. Obviously, these 5s, I have seen quite a few racks of these. I think I've only seen 1 rack of the Keynote Queen, and then the hot stamp 5s are pretty rare. Haven't seen many of those. So if we go back to this order card, in 1953, it says that there were 5 racks of new China $25 chips ordered. Lavender colored chips. And the interesting thing is it doesn't say if there were edge spots or not. So even if we take lavender into consideration, now, the one thing I do like about new China chips, obviously there's a half pie here, or I mean quarter pie here, edge spots on this, edge spots, tri-moons, edge spots, quarter pie. Could the 25 could have been a quarter pie, possibly, but like on this order card, there's the yellow with 3 red dots, so that indicates to us 3 red edge spots. But the 25, like I said, I don't know if anyone has ever seen a 25. I know there was a I believe it was a picture of some chip in some type of frame somewhere, and I believe it was a new China 25, because from my knowledge, like these home game ones down here are made on the cards molds. This could possibly be the color of the actual inlay 25 that they did. So from my knowledge, there's a possibility that obviously the hot stamp chips, let's say 10 centers, 25 centers, 50 centers, they had hot stamp 5s, hot stamp 1s, 5s, and from this order card we get the knowledge that there were hot stamp 25s. And with silver hot stamps, so that would mean they were done in the same year as the 5s, so 1955. That's what that one says, 1955. These were made in 1953. So there is a possibility that these 5 racks of new China 25s are somewhere hidden, let's say up in Reno, or I don't know. The possibilities are endless, but I do want to put on the radar that there are new China 25s. Isn't on ChipGuide. I don't believe it's in the chip rack, although I might be mistaken. I haven't looked there, but I kind of want to put it on people's radars because new China 25s are out there. It's the same thing the other day, like these, or we'll talk into these chocolate 25 centers. There's 4, with that 4,707 of the chocolate 25 centers, and there's this one on here, and I have no idea who else might have one, because I've never seen this on eBay, never seen it sold on anywhere, never seen it in person. These hot stamp new Chinas have to be rare. So like I said, I wanted to put this on some people's radar. 25 is, or the 25s are out there somewhere, similar to, like, I think it was the Cosmo Club I was looking at the other day. There was something like 10,000 of those made, or some crazy ridiculous number, and in one picture I think I've only seen 2 racks. Like, that's the maximum I've ever seen of Cosmo Club ones in one picture. So could these chips be somewhere up in Reno? Maybe. Could they be locked up in someone's safe? Maybe. Could they be destroyed? Maybe. Could they be lost forever? Maybe. The world may never know, but I think one day they'll come out, and obviously it depends on who kind of gets their hands on them and what they ultimately do with them. But it's something crazy to think about, and you never know what's going to happen. So like I said, just wanted to put this stuff on someone's radar. If you watch this and you kind of wonder if there's ever been a new China 25 vault order card, yes, there has. Are they out there like in a hard or like a mega some type of quantity? No, or just 5 racks. So yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please drop a like. If you have any comments, put those down below. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.